Welcome to CAYMANAS Park Replay and Highlights Show, where we show the latest horse racing replays and results.
They're off for the first. Key Witness comes away toward the back with Royal Vibes. Also toward the back, that's Killer B, left a long way last. Diosa de Ora comes up to challenge for that lead. There goes Blind Faith as they leave the 6, quickening up now and opening up some 2 or more lengths. Diosa de Ora is a half a length in front of Key Witness in the pink sleeves. They're chased up by Tradition, who is 6 lengths off that lead, joined by Royal Vibes, who goes a-hunting as they leave the 5. 4 lengths back to Eddie's Princess. Code of Honor in the green race is up next. Killer B now beginning to recover down against the rail, and Stall Walking Girl just trails. A half a mile to run, spinning into that turn as they arrive at the 7/16th, and it is Blind Faith and O'Shea Nugent who lead the field. They're approaching now the final 3/8 of a mile. Here now, kicking in is a Key Witness. Tradition is the one running down against the rail. Diosa de Ora is out wide and has them covered as they leave the 5/16th, about to come into the lane. They're almost there now in the final part of the bend. Watch Diosa de Ora in the colours of Carlton Watson on the outside, asked to kick in. Tradition is over against the rail. Blind Faith in between horses along with Key Witness. These 4 in a line as they run toward the final furlong. Royal Vibes in the red silks down against the rail now begins to accelerate and gathers momentum, and Royal Vibes has now taken charge and begins to bounce away from them. Inside the final 16th, it's Royal Vibes in the hands of Paul Francis, making a mockery of all his opposition. They win by 6 or more. Stall Walking Girl looks to be second over Tradition, then Blind Faith. Key Witness maybe 5th.
Final 16, it's Royal Vibes in the hands of Paul Francis, making a mockery.
6.5 by 3/4.
Ready for a start. They're off in racing. Press conference is the last to leave the gate as Sudden Flight shows early speed along with Taurus Boys. They pass the 5 furlong point. Behind those, the favorite coming around, that's Double Diva. Then comes King Anthelu. Vanquisher is racing in their shearing fourth as they pass the 4 furlong point. Then come It's a Boy and the slow starting Press Conference racing at the back. The 3 furlongs to travel. And making the runnings, it is Double Diva. Double Diva now goes in front, and this one could be all over. Taurus Boy trying to keep pace right on the rail. That is Sudden Flight coming on also. It's a Boy. Double Diva at the top of the lane. 2 furlongs to the money. Double Diva in front, maybe 4 lengths from right on the inside. Taurus Boy coming on. That is Sudden Flight. Double Diva in front and in charge. And I think the racing analyst gave you this one today. Double Diva coming away from them. She's about 4, 5, 6, 7. It's double digit right now. Double Diva sprinting clear. The battle is on for second. Sudden Flight will be second. Third goes to Taurus Boy, and the slow starting Press Conference to complete the frame.
6, 7. It's double digit right now. Double Diva.
21. Exacta 265. Double Event 149. The Superfactor 393.
They're off in racing, a very even break. Divine Lexi gunning for that lead, trying to cross over. So Divine Lexi may have the overall lead from on the inside. That is whatever. Divine Lexi just the leader from whatever right there on the rail. On the outside, that's General Mubrak. Stan Roy comes next. Behind Stan Roy, 4 lengths away to Isotope. Coming on from Isotope, that's My Mom Just. Stringing out a bit, then we find Reasons and racing at the back, Tarantino. Coming on to the backstretch, and it is Divine Lexi bouncing easily on that lead. Divine Lexi maybe 2 lengths clear as they pass the 6. Just on the inside, that is whatever. Tracking them nicely, that is General Mubrak. 4 lengths away before we come to on the inside, Stan Roy. My Mom Just recovering. Isotope also recovering. Laboring at the back of the field, that is Reasons and Tarantino. Heading toward the 4 furlong point on the course, And now Divine Lexi is caught by General Mubarak. These two are abreast of each other, 2 lengths away before we come to fading a bit. That's whatever. Coming on, that's My Mom Just. Behind those, that is Isotope. Tailing off, that's Stan Roy. Way out of it, Reasons. And you can forget about Tarantino as they pass the 3 furlong point, heading to the top of the lane. It is General Mubarak. Here comes on the outside, that's My Mom Just, and My Mom Just could be coming into the lane. 2 furlongs to go. They got 2 furlongs to travel. My Mom Just the leader right in the middle, and coming back at them, that is whatever, and My Mom Just still on the rail and plodding on. That is General Mubarak. They've got a furlong to travel. My Mom Just on the outside, not quitting on the inside. That is whatever, My Mom Just, whatever coming once again, and whatever keeping on. My Mom Just trying to fight back. It's whatever in front of My Mom Just, whatever beats My Mom Just. Then comes Isotope and the fading Divine Lexi.
Second 3, My Mom Just, 165. Third 2, Isotope, 65. Fielded line. They're off for the 4th. KD Rocket breaks quickly on the far side, Papito accompanying him. Weekend Jazz in the orange sleeves races prominently with Task Force there in the center. Primal Fear nearer to the stand fence. Silent Seeker closest to it, and Glock in behind now angling across to that stand fence. They're fairly grouped up on the lead as they make their way now toward the final 3 furlongs. Primal Fear possibly just the leader. Weekend Jazz in close proximity. Silent Seeker is also running pretty quickly. Glock begins to make gains against the fence. Cold Pursuit joining him, and these two almost shoulder rubbing as they drive inside the last quarter. In the center, Primal Fear in the yellow headgear now gets cracks of that left-hand stick as they run toward the furlong pole. Silent Seeker now beginning to harass the leader. KD Rocket asked to close up over toward the far side, but they're inside the final 16th, and it is a Primal Fear holding on to the advantage. Silent Seeker trying to get him but can't. Primal Fear beats Silent Seeker, then KD Rocket, Weekend Jazz. Close between Glock and Task Force. Now he is, and they're off. Special Prosecutor gets a good start. So 2 Belligerent King running pretty quickly. Paint this town red right there too with Fortune 100. They all group up in the center of the racetrack. Nearest to us, Reloaded is running pretty quickly. Cat's Rigger has already drifted to the stand fence but has lots to do as the field now make their way toward the final quarter. Special Prosecutor, possibly just the leader, over Fortune 100 tracking him. Paint This Town Red has drifted over toward the far side, and the rider now becomes a busy man. Near to us in the golden red, that's a Dash of Class, as the front runners now all angle toward the far side. Special Prosecutor going at it with Paint This Town Red. Fortune 100 now begins to find top stride. Near to us, that's Dash of Class, but they run toward the line, and it is out in front and traveling strong. Fortune 100 just gets there over Paint This Town Red. Buck Call looks to be next over Special Prosecutor. Could be Dash of Class finishing in 5th, but it's close.
They run toward the line, and it is out in front and traveling strong.
Barn, Fortune 100, 176 to win, 135 to place.
And they're off and racing. Chulicity marginally misses it, along with Undecided. Stevie the Great is the one that rushes to take that lead. It's Stevie the Great from Smoke Haze, right on the rail. Smoke Haze on the rail. Just on the outside, that is Daytona Bell. Behind Daytona Bell, that's Jolly's Dream. Also in the mix, Duke of Springs coming around right on the rail. That is My Smoky, behind My Smoky, Sniper Man as they head towards the 3 furlong point on the course. Toughness comes next, then comes Expeditious, and behind Expeditious, that's Dor the Butcher, tailing off badly the trailing pair of Undecided and Trulicity. They're coming at the top of the lane and making the running. Stevie the Great, just the leader from Daytona Bell, launching a strong attack on the outside. Daytona Bell and Stevie the Great, there are 3 lengths in front of Jolly's Dream, coming forward nicely, coming to the furlong pole. Daytona Bell on the outside. Stevie the Great fighting, finding more on the rail. It's Stevie the Great in front and begins to draw off. Daytona Bell trying hard to get to Stevie the Great, but can't touch it. Stevie the Great goes on to win. Daytona Bell is second. Jolly's Dream is third. Maybe Duke of Springs fourth. It's very tight between Dor the Butcher and My Smoky for fifth.
Trying hard to get to Stevie the Great, but can't touch it. Stevie the Great.
60 to place. A second 11, Daytona Bell, 81. Third 12, Jolly's Dream, 1. Six furlongs, 1,200 meters. They're off. An almost perfect start. Miss Hazel just left toward the back as the field quickened away from her. Super Amia dashes up, gets an early lead. Balagree and El Gringo race near the rail. Nuclear Emma toward the outside. Super Amia hidden from view in between horses as they dash now toward the half mile. It is Balagree setting the fraction, Super Amia in second, Uncle Vernon just third over El Gringo, noses apart. The Inevitable racing on the outside. Nuclear Emma thrusting through in between horses. Just about 5 lengths separates that bunch. Yet again, and Awesome Glitter run as a team. He Can Dance asked to join them, looking for room on the rail as they leave the 3, and Miss Hazel is last. They're arriving at the 5/16th. They go flashing past it 3 abreast as they turn for home. Balagree near the rail. In between runners, that's Uncle Vernon and The Inevitable out wide. Uncle Vernon now points. The Inevitable attacking all the time. Balagree on the rail. Super Amia left back with more work to do, and on the extreme outside in the green silks, that's Nuclear Emma. But Uncle Vernon maintains that lead on the apprentice, Uville Pinnock. Inside the final 16th, it is out in front, Uncle Vernon by a length. Here is Balagree now nibbling at the lead. Uncle Vernon battling and holds the advantage. Beating Balagree, He Can Dance. Then El Gringo and The Inevitable.
Out in front, Uncle Vernon by a length. Here is Balagree now nibbling at the lead. Uncle
9,343. Exacta 1,289. Quinella 912. They're off. Amazonian King Tis a Dancer and Lady Commander were the slowest to leave. Ring Charmer got away quickly with Beautiful Brand moving fast, and Beautiful Brand gets that lead as they make their way toward the half mile. They're about to arrive there, and it is a Beautiful Brand racing out in front. Little Grovey Thing races close up. Lion Talk just on their outside. Ring Charmer is on the rail. Tis Dancer sandwich in between horses. JJ Warrior is next ahead of Sky Zone. 5.5 lengths separates them as they leave the 3. Conundrum races up next. Prime 1 toward the outside. In between them, that's Hijo Primero. A gap opens up to Cat with the Glory, then Amazonian King and Lady Commander struggling way off it as they come into the lane. They're at the top of it, and Lion Talk battles Beautiful Brand for the lead. These two going at it as they leave the 3/16th. Tis Dancer now beginning to make ground against the rail, but it is Lion Talk out in front under Shane Richardson, the apprentice. They flash past the furlong pole and hold a 2-length lead. Beautiful Brand chasing. Ring Charmer has made progress over against the rail, but it is a Lion Talk with a loud roar that comes away to take it by 2 or more over Ring Charmer. It's close between Hijo Primero and Beautiful Brand. Also close between JJ Warrior on the inside of Sky Zone. They're off. 5.5 furlongs. Slam Silano gets rid of the rider. Bang Bang came off way behind horses. as Morse Code goes for that lead as they run past the 5 and make their way now toward the half mile. A Morse Code on the lead by a half a length. Perez are chasing with Traditional Boy. Queen Adele is in between horses. Nakamura racing out wide as they run toward the final 7:16. Traditional Boy follows up with Avenging Angel for company. Bubbly Girl races on the rail. Bang Bang now beginning to pick up and has overtaken several horses after the slow start. Bunksy Boy running toward the outside. Honey Bunch is there ahead of the Trojan Warrior. Bubbly Girl fading back. And at the back of the field, it's Sparkling Tradition as they turn for home at the top of the lane. A quarter of a mile to run. Morse Code harassed all the while now by Queen Adele as they slip past the 3:16. Here is Nakamura asked to kick in on the outside with Avenging Angel in the green sleeves, but 3 across the track, almost 4 across the track. Honey Bunch is also running on, but Nakamura snatches the lead. Inside the final 16th, it is Nakamura from Morse Code and Avenging Angel. Nakamura will score. It's close between Avenging Angel and Morse Code. Also close between Honey Bunch and Queen Adele.
Final 16, it is Nakamura from Morse Code and Avenging Angel.
And Nakamura, 126 to win, 60 to place. Second 11, Avenging Angel, 87. For the Kenneth Mattis OD Memorial Trophy, immediately they're sent off. Let Him Fly, widest of them all, took off quickly hunting that lead. Roy Rogers is on the rail. Legality right alongside, these two now sharing it. Money Monster and Let Him Fly racing behind. Hovercraft, the old-timer, races on the rail. Big Daddy in between horses. Fearless Champion 3 wide. Uncle Frank is some 3 lengths in behind, joined by Marquesas in the purple and Chinamax at the back. They run past the 7, about to take to the back stretch, and the fleet-footed Roy Rogers shows speed, attempting to go all the way. Let Him Fly is a length down in second. Legality cruising easy under a snug wrap in third. Money Monster races just on the inside of Fearless Champion. Hovercraft is asked to get closer along with Big Daddy. A gap of 3 lengths to Uncle Frank, Marquesas, and Chinamax remains firmly planted at the back as the field roar past the 5 and make their way now toward the final half mile. Roy Rogers beginning to slip away a bit, opening up a length and a half over Let Him Fly, now trying to recover as they move past the half mile and make their way toward the 3. Legality is on the inside, overtaken narrowly by a Money Monster. Hovercraft needs to find 7 lengths. Big Daddy joins him. Fearless Champion, the Grey, snapping at their heels as they leave the 3. Marquesas is next, ahead of only 2. Uncle Frank and the long-time trailer, Chinamax. 5/16 of a mile to run. They're about to come into the lane in the Kenneth Mattis OD Memorial Trophy, and Roy Rogers has given way. Money Monster now snatches the lead and is asked to accelerate by the rider, and does as they slip past the 3:16. It is a Money Monster out in front in the hands of the former champion Omar Walker. They leave the furlong pole. Roy Rogers is in chase but needs to find some 3 or 4 lengths inside the final 16th. It is a Money Monster and Omar Walker. They're running away from them to win the Kenneth Mattis OD Memorial Trophy. Roy Rogers second, Hovercraft third, Uncle Frank fourth, Big Daddy is fifth. 10, Let Him Fly. 6 and 10 both go to the testing barn. The winner, a Money Monster, 272 to win, 1